2 Pakistani drones have been shot down near the Jammu University. We are being told that Pakistani missiles have also been destroyed using the S-400 systems.
That's right. The big story that's breaking at the moment, as Gaurav has been reporting it for the last several minutes, is that the Jammu civil airport under attack. 8 missiles intercepted by India's S-400 missiles. Multiple blasts reported in Jammu. Drone attacks on Udhampur, Akhnoor, Pathankot that have been repelled. 2 Pak drones have been shot down near Jammu University. That's the big story that's coming in at the moment. From every angle we are exploring it. Our reporters are on the ground tracking all those images coming in. Gaurav is still with us. Also joining me is Raj Chengappa, India Today's editorial director, and Sandeep Unithan is still with us. Over the next couple of hours, we will bring you every detail of what is happening on the ground. Kamaljit Sandhu and Mir Farid virtually, in a way, Gaurav, in the line of fire in a sense. What are you seeing around you, Mir Farid, at the moment where you are?
Well, Rajdeep, it's breaking news per minute we're getting right now. I can now tell you that some drones have been spotted in Gulmarg as well, and air defense system has been activated there. In Jammu, as you rightly said, near Jammu University, 2 drones have been shot down. The state-of-the-art air defense system, including S-400s, have been activated in Jammu. These batteries have been activated, and they're trying to destroy these projectiles in the air. They have succeeded while doing so in some cases, while in others, the sheer intensity of fire, the rockets that have rained in near and around the Jammu airport, then in Samba, LOC areas, IB, you have a very strong RT fire backed by medium machine guns that are pounding as far as Pakistan is concerned, and are being retaliated in equal measure by the Indian Army and the BSF. I can also tell you that as far as LOC in Kashmir is concerned, Tangdar, Keren sectors are again seeing very heavy artillery fire from the Pakistani side. This has happened just 15-20 minutes back. Indian Army is retaliating, and there are reports coming in from various other sectors where which have gone hot. So it is not just escalation as far as Jammu airport, which is a massive one, but it is there are various sectors that have been activated in different ways by Pakistan. So this is retaliation as was expected, and Jammu being very close to the IB and being an easy target, especially the Jammu Technical Airport, which is also a defense airport, has been targeted through drones as well. Now, obviously, there are many drones that have been sighted. Their air defense batteries are trying their best to shoot them down before they cause any damage. But Jammu also, there is a blackout. Power supply has been cut. There are also reports that mobile connectivity mobiles are not working in various areas. Landlines are also down. So lot happening in Jammu right now. But people, as they have been advised, they're lying low and they're trying to save themselves, because this is a barrage of fire.
Let me stop you for a moment. I want to go to the other correspondents as well. Kamaljit Sandhu is going to be joining us, Pooja Shali. But first you, Gaurav, because you know this situation better than most. Give us a sense of what this means in terms of the escalatory ladder. The fact now, give us the kind of equipment the Pakistanis have used and what the Indian forces are doing to repel this unprovoked Pakistani attack on Jammu airport and, dare one say, even in civil infrastructure in Jammu city.
Rajdeep, this is a grave provocation and an escalation, because India had only targeted terror bases in Pakistan and Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Pakistan then, late last night, launched a massive attack at 15 different locations, from Srinagar to Avantipur to Punjab to Rajasthan to Gujarat, at military stations and especially Air Force, because the Air Force had targeted all these locations in Pakistan and Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir. After that, when India took down Pakistan's air defense system, especially in and around Lahore, and sent across signatures of being able to target even Rawalpindi through that cricket stadium that was targeted through the Harop, Pakistan has now launched a massive escalation, which is targeting an airport, which is also a civilian airport, and rockets are being fired one after the other. When I was covering Israel's war on Hamas, Hamas would fire rockets like this, quick salvos one after the other, that even if the Iron Dome can take down some rockets will still succeed in hitting various civilian areas or vital assets and vital points. That is the strategy that Pakistan is right now adopting. And the S-400 system, which is India's Sudarshan Chakra, the shield that succeeded in taking down 2 drones, multiple rockets, but some still will get past it and strike areas.
So it's a major escalation. What you're saying clearly in comparison to even what we saw last night, where, as you said, several parts of the border areas were targeted by drones from Pakistan. This is a major escalation that has taken place. Kamaljeet, you're there in one of the border areas. What are you seeing around you at the moment?
Well, this is bad news as far as India is concerned, because remember, Pakistan is pounding, and this is artillery as well as the drone attack, which is simultaneously happening in several of the locations. Let me tell you, Udhampur, Jammu, Akhnoor and even Pathankot. Now remember, Pathankot Air Base has intercepted several of the drones which have been coming in. The sky is lit, and meanwhile the massive fire is particularly in Jammu and Samba region. So this is a massive fire which has been opened by Pakistan. It's almost like a declaration of war. Remember, today there was earlier Operation Sindoor Part 2, where after we saw drones as well as missiles being launched here in India and targeting 15 cities. This is something that was anticipated by Pakistan, but the Pakistan has now targeted not just the civil area, because also Jammu is a defense airport, Pathankot is again an Air Force airport. So all these are important installations which have come under the radar of Pakistani army and the artillery and the simultaneous drone attack. Now what we know is there could be escalation further up in the other sectors. We've seen that happen in Poonch and Rajouri, where we are currently. But this is a night which is going to be extremely important and vital the next 24 hours, because one is not just Pakistan's response, but also India's counter-attack on Pakistan. This is no less than
I want to stop you. I want to stop you for a moment, because what we are seeing at the moment in those visuals, Gaurav, is a residential area from where smoke is billowing. So we've got a situation now where Pakistan has clearly gone way up on the escalatory spiral. We saw artillery fire that was directed on innocent civilians in Poonch. 16 civilians died. Now we see the Pakistani armed forces targeting civilian areas. India has made it very clear right through from day one that their entire operations were de-escalatory and measured and designed to target terror bases. Pakistan has gone the other way around, both in the border areas and now even in Jammu, targeting civilian areas, that smoke which is billowing from a residential area. We seem to be having gone in 24 hours from last night, Gaurav, right up an escalatory spiral.
We indeed have. In fact, right now, one drone has hit the Jammu airport. So that's a major hit. And Indian Air Force has scrambled fighter jets. The moment Indian Air Force scrambles fighter jets, this clearly cannot be defensive. There is punitive strike that will take place, I'm certain, on Pakistan. We do not know the nature of the fighter jets that have been scrambled, and it's never usually one or two in buddy pairs. There will be a package that's scrambled, which means there's either an incoming, and both Rachingappa and Sandeep Punithan can weigh in on this. There would be a package that's coming in from the Pakistani side. They could be sending their drones, they could be sending their fighters. If Indian Air Force has scrambled a fighter jet, Rajdeep, there is major escalation that's taking place even as we speak.
Let's get in Sandeep Punithan, who really tracks defense very closely. Sandeep, give us a sense in pure war game theory in a way. What happens now? We are seeing Pakistan taking this battle into Jammu with the drones, missile attacks. What does India do? What does India have? We have already heard reports of some of the drones being shot down, intercepted. Yesterday, as Gaurav said, the Sudarshan Chakra, this entire shield that India had ensured that these drones could not achieve the targets that Pakistan had. What happens now, and what are we seeing?
Well, Rajdeep, I'm very sure that the entire air defense grid has been activated from Jammu right down to Gujarat. And this could possibly be the beginning of a major Pakistani strike. Strikes normally never are isolated. This could just well be a deception plan. This could be a distraction to focus our attention on Jammu while they strike from elsewhere. So the Air Force, the Army, all our ground units, all our radars, all our aircraft up in the air, the airborne early warning systems will all be looking for signs of Pakistani aircraft trying to break in and stage another kind of attack that they did 24 hours back. So this is very, very grave, the kind of provocation that they've unleashed, ripple firing what appear to be Pakistani BM-21 Grad rockets. These are being ripple fired into civilian areas. They're targeting civilian infrastructure in the soft underbelly of Jammu, Rajdeep. And this is the kind of visuals that we have seen from Israel, we've seen it from Iraq, and now we're seeing it in Jammu. So this is a grave provocation indeed. And you know, the speed at which we are climbing up the escalatory ladder, you know, it's going in from, from strike to counter-strike to counter-strike. Not in days, now it's happening in hours. And there is going to be an Indian retaliation for this. I'm sure the planners are looking at this. They're studying their grids. They're looking at where Pakistan is probing, where they're trying to strike, where they're pushing aircraft. Everything is being studied in real time, Rajdeep. And surely there will be a retaliation for what they just did, possibly in the next couple of hours. Because as I was telling Gaurav earlier, the space for retaliation, the retaliatory strikes is coming down from days into hours. These timelines, these are being compressed even as we speak. The entire air defense grid is on a state of very high alert, and it's incidents like this that prove that Pakistan is trying to be the unpredictable non-state actor that it seems to have become in the last couple of
We're also
days.
getting visuals there from Jaisalmer, Gaurav. So what you're seeing is now all the border areas on high alert, not just the Jammu sector, but it's spreading across the border areas to Rajasthan as well. Some of those images coming in from Rajasthan. There's a word, Gaurav, that we've been very careful to use, the three-letter word war. What we are seeing, though, is we are going up an escalatory spiral, and it's often difficult to climb off that. Give us a sense, therefore, of when you said India's air defense systems that are in place. Give our viewers a sense of what India has in place to ensure that this Pakistan attack is combated.
So, Rajdeep, let's look at it at different levels. Jaisalmer hotting up, or explosions being heard in Jaisalmer, is the western front opening up. Jammu and Kashmir usually is considered one part of the story which is manageable because it's 200 kilometers of the international border, but the rest of it, 770 kilometers, is the line of control, which has seen even artillery exchanges and that limited war in Kargil. But Jaisalmer, Rajasthan, Punjab, Gujarat, that is the international border where you last saw action only in 1971. Even in 1987, when you had Operation Brass Tacks, the armies came close, but the Pakistanis backed off because General Ziaul Haq realized he cannot fight a war. General Asim Munir is perhaps even more radicalized than Ziaul Haq. He knows he cannot fight and yet is attempting to do so. So there will be consequences and punitive consequences for him, not just in Jammu, not just in Lahore, not just in Muridke and Bahawalpur, but now since he's targeted Rajasthan, then there will be consequences. It can be in Sindh, it can be in Punjab, it can be anywhere in Pakistan, it can be through the Arabian Sea now.